Good Sunday evening, my friends. Coming to you live on www.crbradio.com. That's right, Cave Radio. Penthouse Studios high above O'Malley's Supper, Spirit, and Song in lovely Livonia, Michigan. I am Skip Dietz, and for the next 2 hours, I am acoustically yours. So, welcome to this episode. We have no guests tonight, so you guys are stuck with me. And, of course, my ever-ready keyboard warrior, Eric Pelto, the man with the jams.
I wish I had wheels of steel over here to lay claim to, but alas, no. We call them the ones and twos to make me feel good. I know what it means.
So this has just been a brutal weekend for me. I don't know about you, but I have been the recipient of not good weekend cheer. Of course, the thing affecting everybody is we are no longer on daylight savings time. It is now dark and dreary.
Oh, that happened?
That happened.
I was not paying attention.
So your body thinks it's 7, but guess what? 7 is the new 6.
I was weirdly already there.
PM on this Sunday. The Lions lost. Michigan squeaked out a win. State squeaked out a loss. All 3 of my fantasy football teams are getting destroyed.
Oh, I haven't even looked at mine.
My house is currently filled with smoke from a unfortunate cheesecake incident.
Oh no! Oh no!
I think my crust was over buttered.
Oh boy, I've heard those words before.
I hate it when the crust gets over buttered. So yeah, not so fun. Not so fun this weekend, but and then the strangest thing, it kind of worked its way through the day Friday. But by the end of Friday, my knee had swollen up. And it's not even the bad knee with the third kneecap.
Okay.
It's the other knee. And I woke up Saturday morning, I couldn't even walk.
That's no good.
So hobbling yesterday, still hobbling today. Hoping I don't have to burn a sick day tomorrow, but we'll see tomorrow. But yeah, it's been a rough weekend. How about you, Pelto?
I mean, nothing like that. Yeah. No, actually, no, it's work nonsense. It's not worth boring anybody to death on the airwaves here. But I made up for it. My sister came out this morning and we did breakfast downtown and wandered the tailgates, plural, and traded beers for brats and
Nice.
And picked a spot to watch the first half of the game, and then went about our day, and it was a good time.
And what is this events message thing I've got on my messenger?
I was wondering the same thing. I didn't look that hard. I was busy hanging out with my sister. Damn it.
Who downloaded porn again? Brad, Dan?
You know who.
So, but hey, here at the Cave, we have all kinds of cool things coming up. The time has almost come for the Cave Radio 12th anniversary party. That's right, the Cave Radio 12th anniversary party and awards show. Cave Radio has hit puberty. And on November 22nd, 2025, we are going to celebrate. So tickets are still available. Reach out to Dan Mayer, the man with the plan. But it is on November 22nd. And in the meantime, we have our finalists for our Cave Radio Awards for 2025. So make sure you go to Cave Radio's Facebook page and cast those ballots. We got some great musicians and great bands that are up for the fan favorite awards for band and solo artist. There's a new award now for best social media presence. We've got Eva Under Fire. Eva Under Fire. The Gasoline Gypsies, the Concrete Angels, the Kayla King, and Wisher. So make sure you get your votes out there, all you folks that are seeing them on social media, and I see them all over the place on social media. So make sure you get those votes in, as well as our best local solo act or artist. We have one of our guests, Blues Dad, who's actually become quite a frequent visitor. Blues Dad is a finalist for the best local solo act, along with Crystal Cummings, Caleb Malooly, Kayla King, Joe Jabber, and Alex Shire, all outstanding musicians, all great friends of the Cave. So make sure you get those votes in. And for the best band and group fan vote, we've got the New Old, the Gasoline Gypsies, Cougarans, Sweet Crystal, Night Sky Alumni, with featuring our week 2 guest, Jason Lunguski, and Wisher. So make sure you get your votes out. That vote is drawing a little tighter. The Gasoline Gypsies were starting to run away, but Wisher is caught up. Wisher now has 25% of the vote to Gasoline Gypsies 32%. But I'll tell you what, any of these bands that you vote for, you cannot go wrong. They are all phenomenal. And I'm looking forward to see who comes out on top in both of these categories. So make sure you check out the Cave Radio Facebook page and make those votes and get those tickets. There are still some VIP tables available and also individual tickets. So make sure you get those. The individual tickets are $10 pre-sale. So make sure you get those. It is held again at the Harris Carer VFW. That's in Westland, and that is at the corner of Annapolis and Wayne Roads. So make sure you get there and check out the show as we celebrate the 12th anniversary of CRB here in the studio. Now, the date has been dropped for the Cave Radio Broadcasting Golf Outing. It will be May 9th. So all those golfers, sponsors, volunteers, we could use you all. So get with the man with the plan, Dan Mayer, and get set up. Further information is coming, but we do have our date nailed down, May 9th, 2026. And that will be the Cave Radio Golf Outing. So check that out. And, of course, we have the Party of the Year, and that is happening, I believe, on the 28th of February. And that is the 80s Hall Party. So check that out. Again, that'll be held at the Harris Carer VFW Post in Westland, Michigan. And let's see if we can get more details on that. That is the 80s Throwback Hall Party. It is the best, no, not 80s theme. That is the best party of the year every year. It's the 80s Throwback Hall Party for Autism. Come on and get those costumes out and help support a great cause. And two of the coolest young men, I can say young men. I can't say kids anymore because they have reached adulthood and they will let you know. Joseph and Jonathan, as we celebrate them and all the good stuff for the great cause. The pre-sale tickets are $25. You can get those to Dan via Venmo, Cash App, Facebook Messenger, Zelle, or you can pay on the party page, which is www.80stbhp.weebly.com. Again, that's www.80stbhp.weebly.com. and tickets will also be available at the door. Sweet Revenge is back again playing live, in addition to DJ and dancing in between Sweet Revenge. So all 80s music all the time. Starts at 6, so make sure you get there early and stay for the night. We got pints of beer specials, well drinks, fireball shots, high noon wine, premium liquor, two-hearted ale, the bag raffle, the 50-50 drawings, 80s fashion or favorite 80s character gives you a chance to win a prize. And we have had some great costumes over the years. So
It's true. Maybe the best costume contest in the city that has nothing to do with Halloween. There's a lot of competition for that, but
right. But yeah, I mean, we've seen some of the best costumes go through here. My best was actually the least that I had done. I did the Risky Business Tom Cruise with just a pair of tighty whities, a pair of socks, and a pink shirt.
didn't you do the RoboCop one
And
year?
sunglasses. I did RoboCop.
That was you? Yeah.
I've done RoboCop, Magnum, old Magnum, not new Magnum. New Magnum sucks. Higgins can't be a woman. Come on. We've also done. What else have I done? I was Weird Al Yankovic one year.
Oh, that's fun.
That was Magnum, and I actually have costumes for the next 3 years.
Oh my God.
So it's just a matter of choosing. RoboCop was that last year or was that the year before?
It was definitely recently. I remember.
I did Prince one year.
That's great.
I did Prince one year, and actually our friend Joni Hooper borrowed my Prince jacket, and she won a prize in a different contest. But yeah, good times. Yeah, RoboCop was 2 years ago. Gosh, it's so bad I don't even remember what I was last year. Oh, there's the video of me doing the Tom Cruise. Oh, my goodness. That's a bad angle.
That's a bad. Oh man.
Oh, and there's the Prince year and the Weird Al year. Oh, I was Alf one year. I believe that was the last hall party before COVID. I was Alf. So
Bring any cats to eat?
I did not bring any cats to eat. I was left hungry. But yeah, so those are just some of the costumes. What was this one? No, 2023. God, I don't remember what I was this year. I honestly don't. Somebody remind me who I was this year. 2023, I was Captain Chaos from the Cannonball Run. But I don't remember who I was last year. Wow.
It's a mystery.
That is a mystery. So, anyway, it is a great time. It is a great night, and it is an even better cause. So make sure you get yourselves out there. Get those tickets, $25 pre-sale. So make sure you get those. And it was a great night. So tonight, we have no guest in studio. Like I said, you're stuck with me. So I'm just going to talk a little and play a little. And Pelto's got a game we're going to play after the break. So we're looking forward to that. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about two singer-songwriters that have kind of influenced me tonight and over the years. One of those is, and they're both named Jim. One is Jimmy Buffett, the other is Jim Croce, and they are definitely two of my favorites. But I went out to, oh no, I'm not ready to play yet. I just felt like I'm taking up some space. So we are going to go to here. So did I hit all the things we got coming up, Pelto?
I mean, you remembered more than I did, so yes. Yep, you did a great job.
But hey, if anybody can tell me what I was last year,
Right. Tap in the comments. Let them know.
yeah, tap in the comments because my God, I don't remember. I'm losing my memory, and it's terrible.
You know, people talk a lot of shit about social media till the dementia sets in, and then suddenly it's the only way we'll remember anything. Then
Oh, I know.
just wait.
So anyway, hey, who wants to meet Jimmy Buffett? I would have loved to have met him in his life. Never saw him play, but man, his music really grabbed me, and it wasn't the typical rock and roll, the beach rock or the island rock that he did, but I was kind of more partial to more of his slower songs. And
I don't know if you have this bit of trivia somewhere in. Maybe I'm killing a bit. Maybe I should have asked before I jumped in.
oh no, please do.
This is one of my favorite bits of music trivia. Did you know that Margaritaville is the single most commercially successful musical recording in history?
No kidding.
Period.
Wow.
Because all the restaurants,
Yeah.
and I mean, just between basically all of the Margaritaville business enterprise that became what Jimmy Buffett was doing when he didn't have to play music anymore. Yeah, it is. Nobody has made more money from one song than Jimmy Buffett has from Margaritaville, and it's not close.
Wow. See, there's a tidbit. See, look at that. Things you can learn
That's right.
on Cave Radio. So basically, Jimmy Buffett, he was an American songwriter, singer. He was an author and a businessman. And the whole businessman part, when I went in and delved into all the things that he had his hands to, but he comes off in the public eye as this really simple guy who just runs around in flip-flops playing music for beer. But no, he was into so many things. He was born on Christmas Day of 1946. And he did that tropical rock is what they called it. And he released over 30 albums, a ton of hit songs, including the songs that are known as the Big Eight, which Margaritaville, which is also ranked 234th on the Recording Industry Association of America's lists of songs of the century. But yeah, then there's some more of my favorites. Come Monday, A Pirate Looks at 40, Changes in Latitude, Changes in Attitude, Son of a Sailor, Volcano, Fins, and those were the Big Eight. However, he also formed the Coral Reefer Band in 1975, so that's kind of when he made the switch over to play in the tropical rock kind of genre. He actually started in acid rock in the 60s, and he had his days of sex and drugs and rock and roll.
Now, my parents told a story a long time ago, and this must have been in the mid to late 90s. They went to a Jimmy Buffett concert, and they went decked out in like the island, in the garb.
The whole pair headgear.
And they got there, and it was like everyone was dressed for a weird funeral, and they didn't, like somebody forgot to tell them that this wasn't Parrot Head Jimmy Buffett tour. This is like, I guess Jimmy Buffett was on something else that tour, and he forgot to, parents did not get the memo.
Oh no.
So maybe I'm guessing what happened is he put together the acid rock band and went on tour. And yeah, my mom and dad were like, "Oh, Jimmy Buffett's coming to town. I'll get out the Hawaiian shirts and the flip-flops."
Yeah.
That's not how they sound, by the way.
Oh, that's good to know. But yeah, he had out of the 30 albums that he released, he received a couple of Grammy nominations. He was posthumously inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in the Musical Excellence category in 2024. He sold over 20 million certified records. So yeah, quite a career. But he took that island escapism lifestyle and he changed it into, he capitalized on that, making obviously the Margaritaville franchise, as well as the now defunct Cheeseburger in Paradise restaurant chain. And he was also a best-selling author, wrote 3 bestsellers. All of them hit the New York list. Not bad from a guy from Pascagoula, Mississippi.
Were they all like autobiography style, like stories from the road, or was he like, did he like turn into a novelist? And all I also didn't know what happened?
Like Paul in The Piano Man. He was a novelist, but he also received bestseller status.
Now I want to know.
With some stuff, but yeah, kind of. I mean, one of them was Tales from Margaritaville. Where is Joe Merchant? He was actually exposed. A Pirate Looks at 50. That was his memoir, and that actually went straight to #1. And then A Salty Piece of Land was released in November of 2004.
Swine not.
And he also co-wrote children's books with his daughter. But between 2000 and 2010, Buffett was named the 10th biggest touring artist of the decade with 4.5 million ticket sales over the previous 10 years. And, he's partnered on songs with, Kenny Chesney and Alan Jackson. He actually did one of the Frank Sinatra duets on Frank Sinatra's last album, where he did a duet of Mac the Knife with Frank Sinatra. And so in 1996, he wrote a song called The Jamaica Mistaka. It went on his Banana Wind album. So here's a juicy tidbit of knowledge you might not know, that Buffett's airplane, which was named Hemisphere Dancer, was shot at by Jamaican police because they thought it was smuggling marijuana.
Which it most definitely
could have been.
Almost definitely was, maybe.
So yes, the Jamaican police shot at Jimmy Buffett's plane.
Be cool, man. There's beverages here.
Right. And it was not only carrying Jimmy Buffett, but also Bono of U2.
Oh, well, that would have been legitimately unfortunate.
And Bono's wife and 2 children.
Yeah, you can't. I'm sorry, Jamaican police. You can't just go around.
Could you imagine if Jamaica killed U2?
What year was this? Was it like before Joshua Tree and everything?
No.
Oh,
this was in 96.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's okay. Still. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine? Oh, that'd be the dumbest. That would be the single dumbest rock and roll death ever.
Shot down by the Jamaican police.
By the Jamaican police because we thought you were smuggling in. Because we thought you were smuggling marijuana. Who is smuggling marijuana into Jamaica as a business? What dummy thought that up?
I mean, it's not like you can't get it there.
This is what I'm saying. This would be like trying to smuggle beer into the United States. That's what I'm doing for a living. I've decided to smuggle beer, something that is produced in massive quantities and also imported legally in massive quantities. Yes, I'm going to create a black market for this completely legal product. Basically, I mean, I don't know if it's probably not like legal there like alcohol is. I'm just saying. I think that would have been just tragic on with just a flavor of dumb that a lot of celebrity deaths just don't have.
Yeah, and another tidbit, Jimmy Buffett also helped take down Chi-Chi's, which is now making a comeback.
Oh, God.
He
That was inevitable.
he won a lawsuit. Chi-Chi's attempted to trademark Margaritaville as a drink special.
No, can't do that.
And Jimmy said, no, we're not doing that. They went to court, and he won.
I can't believe that anyone... Well, the fact that Chi-Chi's had a legal team that thought they were going to go take that lawsuit to court and win says a lot about how things ended up for that company as a whole.
But hey, they're back.
Well, somebody was going to buy it up and give it a shot eventually.
Go to Minnesota, and you can check out. It's actually the son of the one of the original founders of Chi-Chi's.
Well, that's good.
So they're going back into business.
We can have some more delightfully mediocre Mexican food. Or that's what they had, right?
Tex-Mex.
Oh, whatever. So yes, what I said.
It's like Chicano food.
Right.
I'm a Mexican American, like Cheech and Chong. So yeah. So the things that happen in people's lives. He went to college, dropped out, joined an acid rock band, started playing all that. He worked for the Army Corps of Engineers. And where the water and the sailing and all that stuff came from his childhood, he was actually, his grandfather was a steamship captain from Newfoundland. So he would go sailing as a young lad with his grandfather. So that's how he got into the sailing and how that was influential to his music. Played the trombone. In school, so kind of a different instrument for the style that you'd expect. He actually did not learn how to play guitar until college. And, great reason. He was taught how to play the guitar by a frat brother to get chicks. It's like, is there any other reason? I started playing because my parents couldn't own a piano. So he started at Auburn University, dropped out, started doing the acid rock thing. Then he went back to school, starting at the Pearl River Community College, and then he graduated from Southern Mississippi University, where he got his bachelor's in history. He was a frat member there of the Kappa Sigma. And while he was in college, he worked in a shipyard as an electrician and a welder. He actually did not serve in Vietnam. He had a college deferment, and then he failed a physical. But he did later work for the Corps of Engineers. So after he graduated college, he moved to New Orleans, played on the street for the tourists on Decatur Street. He played in the former Bayou Room nightclub on Bourbon Street, moved to Nashville in 1970 to try his luck at a country music career. Couldn't get much with music jobs, but he was actually an editorial assistant for Billboard, where he was the first to report that the bluegrass duo Flatt and Scruggs had disbanded. Flatt and Scruggs, they did a lot of cool stuff, but their probably claim to fame was the Beverly Hillbillies theme song.
Breaking news.
So in 71, he was finally hired by a Nashville club as an opening act for Diana Davidson. He didn't like things in Nashville, so he took up an offer by his fellow by another country singer, Jerry Jeff Walker, who he had met as a journalist. And he lived in his house in Coconut Grove and then went to Key West.
All the pieces are coming together.
And this is where the pieces come together.
To say, as soon as you said New Orleans, I was like, oh my gosh, everything after that is going to make so much sense.
So when he went to Key West, he enjoyed it so much, he moved there permanently in the spring of 72, that's when he started writing. He met a writer named Thomas McGuane. Also met Jim Harrison, Tom Corcoran, and Truman Capote. But, yeah, there were a lot of sex, drugs, and alcohol.
Gordon Lightfoot was there. Nobody knows why.
Yeah, I think he was like the cleanest, cool guy.
But he was always, all the stories with like mountains of sex and drugs and rock and roll, like for some reason, Gordon Lightfoot is always there and never in trouble.
Right.
Like he was like the scene's good uncle, the responsible uncle. Like he never got credit for it, I don't think.
Oh my God, it's like me at a Cave Radio event.
You know?
Who knew?
We're gonna start calling you Gordon, and no one's gonna know why.
Right. Gord. So when he moved to Key West, he met his wife, second wife, from a connection he made there. He played for drinks at the Chart Room Bar and the Pier House Motel on Key West. He was a first mate of the yacht that belonged to an industrialist named Foster Talge, who was heir to the rival company. That became his day job. So it's kind of all the pieces coming together for his life and his music. In 73, he signed a recording contract with ABC Records. And basically, when Jim Croce died in his plane crash in September 73, ABC kind of pushed Jimmy Buffett as a replacement for Jim Croce for that genre. And but his first release on the ABC Dunhill Records was a white sport coat. Now, I don't know. Are you familiar with the music of Marty Robbins?
Maybe.
Okay, had a hit song in the 50s, white sport coat and a pink carnation.
Okay. I think I know the song.
So the second album release on ABC Records was a white sport coat and a pink crustacean.
Well done, sir. Well done.
And that album actually included some hit songs. Grapefruit, Juicy Fruit, Why Don't We Get Drunk, as well as I Have Found Me a Home, which is a really cool song that I actually discovered later in my time after I'd listened to a lot of his other stuff. But yet it was actually one of his first releases. And then in 77 came the Changes in Latitudes, Changes in Attitudes album after he formed the Coral Reefer Band in 75. And all the way through Son of a Sailor with Cheeseburger in Paradise, and then Volcano, which I think that was the first record that I had of Jimmy Buffett. Which was Son of a Sailor, in addition to the title track, also Cheeseburger in Paradise. Volcano in 79, which included Fins and the title track Volcano. Oh, no, I don't know. But, so yeah, all the different things that he did. But he had all kinds of guests on his tour. John Stamos played with him in addition to the Beach Boys. And again, Alan Jackson, Kenny Chesney, Toby Keith was another one that collaborated with Jimmy Buffett many times. And he did have one album finally in 2006, kind of circled his way back to the album Take the Weather With You in 2006, which actually hit number one on the country chart. So he kind of went back to where he started 25, 30 years later, and got back into that. He's done some guest appearances. One that I remember is on the new version of Hawaii Five-0, where he played a helicopter and airplane pilot who was an old war veteran that would take. He took McGarrett into North Korea, South Korea, but even that same type of personality that he portrayed in his music, he portrayed that in his acting as well. And one of his later collaborations was with the Zac Brown Band with the song Knee Deep. His final concert was in San Diego in May of 2023. And he died September 1st of that same year. And then he did also serve as an unannounced guest at different concerts by different members of the Coral Reefer Band. And his last show was his last appearance was July 2nd. That was his final live performance before his death in Portsmouth, Rhode Island. And his last album, Equal Strain on All Parts, was released posthumously in November of 2023. And he actually got the idea for the album title from his grandfather's description of a nap, using Equal Strain on All Parts. And then in 2024 was selected to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But it was just a neat blend of country and rock and folk and calypso, and pop music was in there with his tropical themes. He got, there were a lot of different names for it. Gulf and Western was one, Gulf rock, tropical rock. Buffett actually called his music drunken Caribbean rock and roll. It's basically pure escapism is all it is, and this is a direct quote. I'm not the first one to do it, nor shall I probably be the last, but I think it's really a part of the human condition that you've got to have some fun. You've got to get away from whatever you do to make a living or other parts of life that stress you out. And he tries to make it at least 50-50 fun to work in, and so far it's worked out for him. Right up until he died. So, kind of cool things on there. But like I said, there are people who have. That's not good. My battery's dying. Yeah, that could be a problem. This might be a real short show. But anyway, he was known for his Parrot Head fans and just all kinds of good stuff with that music. The Seaside and Booze themes like Zac Brown, Toby Keith, Alan Jackson, Kenny Chesney, great. And of course, who could forget his fan base known as the Parrot Heads. And that was actually coined by the Eagles' Timothy B. Schmidt. Is where the Parrot Head term came from. So with that, we're going to take care of some technical stuff, take a quick break. And we'll be back with more. You're listening to Acoustically Yours on www.crbradio.com. Welcome back to Acoustically Yours. I am Skip Dietz, and we have liftoff for part 2. All right, how are we doing on the... I can't hear myself. Okay. Hey, there I am. Rock on. It's a good thing Pelto's here. There wouldn't even be a show. So, we have some technical difficulties. I've done a little faking it here to see how we do. So, yeah, we're going to save Jim Croce for next episode. So make sure you stay tuned for the life and times of Jim Croce. And he might actually be my favorite as far as the folk acoustic stylings. Jim Croce might actually be my guy. That was a tragic loss. So, anyway, what we'll do now is I'm going to play for you a couple songs. I'm going to play my favorite Billy. Good Lord. Yeah, I love Billy Joel. I still love Billy Joel. He's still my all-time favorite. But I'm going to play my favorite Jimmy Buffett song. And then I'm going to do a song that I actually wrote that basically for the 2 months after he passed away, I was looking for something to write in tribute to Jimmy Buffett that actually hit me on Black Friday. But now, Mother, Mother Ocean, I've heard you call. Wanted to sail upon your waters as I was 3 feet tall. You've seen it all. You've seen it all. Watch the man who rode you switch from sails to steam. In your belly you hold the treasure if you have ever seen. Most of them dream. Most of them dream. Yes, I am a pirate, 100 years too late. Cannons don't plunder, there's nothing to thunder. I'm an over 40 victim of fate, arriving too late, arriving too late. I've done a bit of pirate for my share of grass. I made enough money to buy my helmet, but I pissed it away so fast. It never passed, never meant to last. I have been drunk now for over 2 weeks. Passed out and I ran out and I smoked a few weeds. Got to stop wishing, time to go fishing. Down to rock bottom again. Just a few friends. Just a few friends. Go for younger women, live with several a while. I ran them away, they come back someday. Still could manage a smile, just takes a while. Just takes a while. Mother, Mother Ocean, for all these years I've found occupational hazard being occupation's just not around. I feel like I've drowned and I head uptown. I feel like I've drowned, gonna head uptown. Yeah, that is probably my favorite Jimmy Buffett song for a lot of reasons. Just the melody and the acoustic guitar behind it. And it was one of the earlier songs that I learned. And I was allowed to say piss in a song. And my parents allowed it. So that's a good impetus as any. So we're going to guzzle some water here. And I am still looking to start a yacht rock band called Skipper and the Gilligans. So any players out there? I want to form Skipper and the Gilligans.
Any smooth players out there?
Any smooth players, yes.
Because you got to be smooth.
Right.
And you can't rock too hard.
No.
See Kenny Loggins?
No, it's got to be.
It's
feel good music, man. It just makes you feel good.
Just think Michael McDonald.
Right on.
What would Michael McDonald do? Anyway.
So I've seen a lot of creative names in that genre. Yachtly Crew is one of them. Yeah, tons of them. But so this song here, I wrote a couple of months after Jimmy Buffett died. Since I really started when he died in September 23, trying to find something to do as a tribute. And I struggled with it. This is something I tried to put together like every day. And just nothing. It sounds stupid. Nothing. Couldn't come up with anything until Black Friday. I had woken up, gone downstairs, opened the front door, and felt the wind and the cold, and looked up, and I was so depressed because that was our first accumulating snowfall of the year. So by the end of the day, I had a song. And this song is called Live Like Jimmy Buffett Did. Stand up and look out the window, start shaking on the side of the cold and the snow. Another day at this dead-end job, man, I don't want to go. As hard as I strive, as hard as I try, it's getting too hard to just get by. I wonder what it's all for, as I stare at the cold gray sky. Another day just trying to stay sane, it's finally time to go home. Driving through the confusion, the noise and pollution, I turn on the radio. I try to unwind, to clear my mind. Now all that's going through my head is that I wonder what it would be like to live like Jimmy Buffett did. Come on and meet me in Margaritaville, and we'll drink our fill of rum. The dock we'll go, set sail on the boat, knowing Monday will never come. Yeah, we'll sail those seas led by the ocean breeze, with the captain and the key. If we could live like Jimmy Buffett did. Imagine Monday through Friday just lying on the beach, Saturday and Sundays too, while the palm trees sway and the rimbas play, staring out into the ocean blue. Night we'll hit the bars, strumming our guitars, scrape up enough to pay our way, and we'll dance in the street to make the night complete, do it all again the very next day. Come on and meet me in Margaritaville, we can drink our fill of rum. To the dock we'll go, set sail on the boat, knowing Monday will never come. And we'll sail those seas led by the ocean breeze, by the captain and the kid. If we could live like Jimmy Buffett did, snap back to reality, I feel the chill of the winter wind, bitter cold blowing through my bones. Paradise, man, this isn't it. Maybe a change in latitude, change my attitude about this life I'm living in. I can't wait to fall asleep, dream like Jimmy Buffett did. On and meet me in Margaritaville, we can drink our fill of rum. To the dock we'll go, set sail on the boat, knowing Monday will never come. And we'll sail those seas led by the ocean breeze, like the captain and the kid. If we could live, if only we could live, if only we could live like Jimmy Buffett did. Live like Jimmy Buffett did. So I kind of took my feelings on how I felt when I opened that door and felt the wind and the cold and saw the snow and became that. So, Pelto, we ready to play the Pelto game?
It's not a game. It's just a bunch of songs that
Okay.
I gotta. I mean, you know, I got stuff that's acoustic, and I don't know. My money is the first two artists haven't are just not in your repertoire, and the third might be, but it's stuff from his back catalog you might not be familiar with. So.
Okay.
It's a total of 9 songs, 3
Nice.
songs apiece, and I'm just gonna hit play, and if you wanna, I don't know, if you wanna pop in between and have me let them know what is, we can do that. Where'd it go? There it is. So the first artist I have lined up is. He might be, I don't want to say my favorite lyricist of all time, like all genres, period. Like I'd have to really think that one through. But if I had to make a top 3 list, there's no way he's not on it. Like he really is that good. His name is Connor Oberst. The name of his band is Bright Eyes, although he does have some solo stuff. And this is the first track is a song from a record he put out in the mid '90s. Emmylou Harris did a lot of backing tracks.
Really?
On it, yeah. Like he went to Nashville and like hired the A-class band.
Gotcha.
And like went all out in that direction, and it is chef's kiss. Fantastic record. It's the opening track from that, and it kind of sets the tone, and so that's what we're doing. This is At the Bottom of Everything by Bright Eyes right here on Cave Radio.
So there was this woman, and she was on an airplane, and she was flying to meet her fiance, sailing high above the largest ocean on planet Earth, and she was seated next to this man who, you know, she had tried to start conversations, and the only thing she'd heard him say was just to order his Bloody Mary. And when she was sitting there and she was reading this really arduous magazine article about a third world country that she couldn't even pronounce the name of, and she's feeling very bored and very despondent, and then suddenly there was this huge mechanical failure, and one of the engines gave out, and they started just falling in 30,000 feet. The pilots on on the microphone, and he's saying, I'm sorry, oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm apologizing, and she looks at the man, and she says, where are we going? And he looks at her, and he says, we're going to a party. It's a birthday party. It's your birthday party. Happy birthday, darling. We love you very, 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 very much. And then he starts humming this little tune, and it kind of goes like this. It's kind of 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We must talk in every telephone, get eaten off the web. Must rip out all the epilogues from the books that we have read. Into the face of every criminal, strapped firmly to a chair. We must stare, we must stare, we must stare. We must take all of the medicines, too expensive now to sell. Set fire to the preacher who is promising us hell. Into the ear of every anarchist that sleeps but doesn't dream. We must sing, we must sing, we must sing. It'll go like this, alright. While my mother waters plants, my father loads his gun. He says death will give us back to God, just like the setting sun is returned to the lonesome ocean. Into the deep blue sea. Oh, it was a wonderful splash. We must blend into the choir, sing a static with the whole. Must memorize 9 numbers and deny we have a soul. Into this endless race for property and privilege to be won. We must run, we must run, we must run. We must hang up in the belfry where the bats in moonlight laugh. We must stare into a crystal ball and only see the past. Into the caverns of tomorrow with just our flashlights and our love. We must plunge, we must plunge, we must plunge. And then we'll get down there, way down to the very bottom of everything. And then we'll see it, oh we'll see it, we'll see it, we'll see it. Oh my morning's coming back. The whole world's waking up. All the city buses swimming past. I'm happy just because I found out I am really no one.
Now, when he first started putting out records, and oh, God, it must have been the mid '90s. There was nothing like this in like
Right.
the scene that he was touring and everything. Nobody was doing anything like this. Actually, the next song is from a bit earlier in his catalog. He There's some gut wrenching stuff in here, man. Like I don't know what actually happened to him. It's clear some of he's like there's like fictional characters involved, you know, and he's telling stories that aren't necessarily autobiographical. I don't know, man. Some of it sounds like it maybe is.
Right, right.
You know? This is one of those. It strays a little heavy, and I think does it get electric at the end? I don't remember. I remember it gets loud. I don't remember if it ruins if it goes away from it. We'll find out.
Let's find out.
This is called You Will, You Will, You Will, You Will, You Will.
you say that I treat you like a book on a shelf. I don't take you out that often, 'cause I know that I've completed you, and that's why you are here. That's the reason you stay here. How awful that must feel. You said you'd be my dream, I could have you every night. And if by morning I'd forgotten you, well, no big deal, that'd be alright. 'Cause you're the reoccurring kind. You're the reoccurring kind. You never really leave my mind. Are you the love of my lifetime? 'Cause there's been times I've had my doubts. We were just kids when I first kissed you in the attic of my parents' house, and I wish we were there now. That took so long to figure out what this book has been about. Now I write when I'm away, letters that you'll never read. You said go explore those other women, the geography of their bodies, but there's just one map you'll need. You're a boomerang, you'll see. You will return to me. Oh, you will, 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 you will. Oh, you will, 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 you will. 'Cause if you don't, then this book's all lies. If you don't, then my plans would all be ruined. If you don't, I'll start drinking like the way I drank before. Oh, and I just won't have a future anymore.
Nice.
Yeah, he definitely strays into oh, someone give this man a hug territory.
Right.
He trademarked it a bit.
So this is actually starting to remind me of a show that my cousin, the F and Jimbo,
Yeah.
rest in peace, did here on Cave Radio, except this is like shit my Pelto listens to.
I mean, it could be a thing, man. I've been in it just about anywhere. I'm learning. Yeah, we can do this anytime, man.
Shit my Pelto listens to.
I got one more from him. This is like again, like just from a lyrical standpoint, like this is just one of the best. It's one of the best from my favorites. So this is a song called Four Winds.
True state. flash your caste, your country, set your name or your tribe. There's people always dying, trying to keep them alive. There's bodies decomposing in containers tonight, in an abandoned building where the squatters made a mural of a Mexican girl with 15 cans of spray paint in a chemical swirl. She's standing in the ashes at the end of the world, four winds blowing through her hair. But when great Satan's gone, the whore of Babylon, well, she just can't sustain the pressure where it's placed. She caves. The Bible's blind and Torah's deaf, the Quran's mute. If you burn them all together, you get close to the truth. Still, they're poring over Sanskrit under Ivy League moons, while shadows lengthen in the sun. Cast on a school of meditation built to soften the times and hold us at the center while the spiral unwinds. It's knocking over fences, crossing property lines. Four winds cry until it comes. Yeah, it's the summer man clutching towards Bethlehem. Our heart just can't contain all of that empty space. It breaks. It breaks. It breaks. Well, I went back by renting Cadillac and company jet, like a newly orphaned refugee retracing my steps all the way to Casadega to commune with the dead. They said you'd better look alive. And now South Dakota, Dakota, where a genocide sleeps, in the Black Hills, the Badlands, the calloused East. I buried my ballast, I made my peace. Her four winds leveling the pines. But when great Satan's gone, the whore of Babylon, well, she just can't remain with all that outer space. She breaks. She breaks. She caves. She caves.
Yeah, that's what we're I said. Do I want to? Is this the song I want to do from this next band? I think it's too late now. It's too late now. I'm already in the shoot. All right. So the next artist is a group called the New Amsterdam. There was a band that actually got back together, went back on one last tour last summer called the Get Up Kids. And the lead singer from that band, Mark Pryor, writes so many songs that like he could never be in just one band.
Right.
So he has the Get Up Kids, he has the New Amsterdams, he's in this other goofy side project called the Reggie and the Full Effect, one of the best live bands I've ever seen.
Really?
A decent portion of that band performed the entire set on roller skates. It was fucking intense, dude. I've never seen anything like it. In the Shelter, even like there were health hazards.
Wow.
We're taken for this set for that show. Yeah. So this the next three songs are from Mark Pryor's little side project called The New Amsterdams. The first song is called Idaho.
That is.
You gotta work.
Okay.
Shaking this quilted cocoon, just us two, underneath Middle Western moons, by the back roads. I got a secret I don't wanna speak. The end came as such a relief. I'm so low. Take this from me, what it's worth. When you heard, I swear vengeance on heaven and earth till the end comes. And now if you're listening and if you're at peace, do you have wiser words for me? I could use some. Lay on the rails, withered and frail. Why bear this weight? We're not escaped. I'm sorry I can't say goodbye. Just not real. Just not real. I'm sure that I've been expelled. It's hard to tell if the people you knew so well really knew you. A box of your letters, tapes of your songs. How could they be so wrong? This vested trust beyond us. So show me then I'm waiting. This vested trust beyond us. So show me then I'm waiting. This vested trust beyond us. So show me then I'm waiting. This vested trust beyond us. So show me then I'm waiting. 1, 2, 1, woo!
I've heard of it.
An acoustic show this belong.
Young boy done me bad, went and did you wrong.
All right, and with this one, we're going to take you out. Thanks again for listening to another episode of Acoustically Yours with Skip Beats and co-pilot Eric Pelto. Who am I kidding? He's the pilot. I'm just along for the ride. So I hope you enjoyed this inaugural segment of Shit My Pelto Listens To. Yeah. We'll be back in 2 weeks, so November 16th is our next show. I will as well, barring something weird. There you go. Well, hopefully my house is okay.
Right. Indeed.
And important knows, I was the Hamburglar this year for the 80s Hall Party.
Research has returned the results.
I had to defrag the hard drive a little bit to find that out. So, hey, get your tickets, make your votes, go to the Cave Radio Facebook page, make your votes for fan favorites for band group and solo artist. All great musical acts here in the Metro Detroit area in southeastern Michigan. Take care, be safe, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Until then, I am Skip Dietz, and I am Acoustically Yours.